All right. So, as I like to say with these things, as long as everything is working the way that it should be working, we are now live. So, hello and welcome to everyone who's watching the Red and Melanin channel. Wherever the state may have found you, I'm so glad that you are here. My name is Chelsea, and I write books about black girls who aren't all that nice. And sorry for being late. Um, it's been a day. It's been a morning. I'm trying to stay on top of everything, but sometimes I fail. Sometimes I fail, but that's okay. That's okay because we are here to be productive. So, if you guys are watching this, please say hello. Let us know what it is that you are working on, what you're hoping to accomplish for today. Lasanda is here. Good morning, ma'am. I hope you're doing well. Hope you are being productive, thriving this morning, if you will. TA Summers is here. Hello, welcome, love. Also, shout out to TA Summers for being a supporter of the channel. So, appreciate you, ma'am. Thank you for being here. And Ben is also here, my favorite person in the whole universe. Thank you. So, yeah, we are here to be productive. And excuse me while I clean off my glasses because part of the reason I am late, okay, is I was over here trying to be productive this morning, you guys. I was like, you know what? The Melanin Library got a website redesign and I did not post about it. So I was like, I got up at like 7 o'clock. I should be fine. I have plenty of time before sprints. Did not actually. The way my life is set up and the way I move, did not have time. But I did want to let you guys know that the Melanin Library website has a redesign. So everything is updated so you can now search by multiple genres and age range. The children's and middle grade is on separate sites, so no more running into adult books when you're looking for children's ones in a certain genre. And there are lots of other cool updates, especially for authors. So if you're an indie author, you can now supply your own link so that people can purchase from you directly and not just have to have an Amazon link. So there are a lot of cool updates. There's always a link in the description box, but you can always go to melaninlibrary.com and check it out. But yeah, doing that and then also trying to like look presentable for you guys at least a little bit. So yeah. Yeah. But today is a pretty good day for productivity. So I'm excited for these sprints. I don't think we're going to go for the whole 10 minutes, but I do want to give people a chance to get in because I know YouTube doesn't send a notification until I actually start. So again, my bad for being late, but let me know, what are you guys trying to accomplish today? For me, there are several things on my to-do list. This first sprint, I know that there are a couple emails that I have been putting off that I definitely want to send out. So I'm going to be working on that. And I'm also going to be working on getting some things together for some cover art. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to accomplish during the first sprint. And then the last two sprints will be wholly dedicated to writing. It helps if I lean this way so I stay in frame, But but yeah, also JK is here. Hello, good morning, love. How are you? What are you working on? Like I said, for me, I guess admin stuff is what you would call it. Getting that stuff done in this first sprint and then getting some writing done. My goal for today is to hit 50% in The Death Among the Stars, book 2. Currently I'm at like 41-ish percent. Let me not tell y'all lies. Hold on. Let me actually pull it up. So yeah, so currently sitting at least according to my last update, I have roughly 12,000 words in the document. To the halfway mark for this book, because it's a novella, is going to be 15,000 words. So I'm like, I could definitely hit that today if I was motivated, and I think I am. So my goal is to hit that or to get as close to it as humanly possible without burning myself out. Because to be completely honest with you guys, I am a little trying to have grace with myself because the anthology comes out next week, like literally a week from today. Magic and the Melanin, a Black fantasy anthology, is going to be out in the world. And that is crazy exciting, but that also requires a lot of behind the scenes work. And we've also been heavily working on the audiobook. So that has taken up a lot of my time from like drafting. And I'm trying to be nice to myself because I'm like, okay, look, this just takes work. This takes work. And there's only so much time in a day, right? So Trying to get back to getting a balance to all of it. Also, Samantha is here. Good morning, love. I hope you are doing well. Hope you're having a great day. Let's see here. TA said, I'm working on edits to my YA Urban Fantasy Trilogy second book. Dope. Love that. I feel like whenever I'm drafting, I'm like, oh man, I miss edits. But then when I'm editing, I'm like, oh man, I miss drafting. Like, I feel like it's always the opposite. But I think that's a good thing, because doesn't that just mean I love the whole process? Isn't that what that ultimately means? I think that's what it means, but who knows? Who knows? But that being said, I'm not going to sit here and ramble. We are going to be productive today. So, that being what it is 11:15 my time. I don't know what time zone you guys are in, but it's 11:15 my time. And we are going to go ahead and get into this first sprint. So if you guys have never been here before, first of all, welcome. I hope you enjoy working with us. If you have, you already know how this works. We have 45 minutes on the clock. Chill hop in the background. And when you hear me talking to you again, it'll be time to come back and let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. This is also your reminder to tap the like button if you haven't already, because it doesn't hurt you and it helps the algorithm. And also a reminder that, like, I write books and stuff. So if you're interested in getting my latest work, the Lady Widow, Death Among the Stars, the first book in the series, is available for purchase now. So there are links down in the description box below, and it's also available in KU if you have a subscription and want to get into it. It's a novella, a quick read, so get into it. It's about a grieving widow who goes to space to become an intergalactic bounty hunter to avenge the murder of her husband. So if that sounds interesting to you, there you have it. That's my slight plug for today. But that being said, let's get into this. Let's see here. Lysanda said, I'm writing part 2 of my Valentine novella. Ooh, sounds fun. Good luck. I hope you're successful in getting lots of words. I hope the words flow easily for you. So, all right. No more rambling. We're getting into this. So happy sprinting, you guys.
you'll be mine. Hope it's not. Hope it's not too late.
All right, you guys, that is it for that sprint. So come on back, let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. So, um, as for me, um, that email took longer than I thought it was, but that is okay because I'm like, I need to get this right. I know I need to get this right. And it's one of those things where it's just like, new things are often like scary until you get used to it. And so I'm like, okay, it's just something I have to do. I'm going to shoot my shot. And the worst that could happen is I miss. Right. Right. So, um, going through, got that all typed up. Basically I'm just sitting on it now so that I can like give myself a little bit distance before I press the send button. Make sure that all the attachments and stuff are good and where they need to be. And if so, then that's going to be what it is. So this next sprint, I'm going to be getting the deliverables together for my cover artist so that she can go ahead and start doing what she needs to do. But shout out to everyone who came in while we were sprinting. So Margaret was here. Hello, welcome, love. If you're still here, I hope you're doing well. If not, if you see this in the future, I hope you're doing well still. Let's see here. Ash came in. Good day, ma'am. I hope you're doing well, thriving. Winter is here. Good morning, or good afternoon. I guess it's 12 o'clock now over here. Dia Moro is also here. Hello, welcome, love. So yeah, let me know how you guys did. Let's see here. Lasonda said got 333 words. Congratulations. Love that. Let's see here. Ash said lurking while writing. Lurking while working. Writing on lunch. Cool. Let's see here. When she said missed the first sprint, we'll join in the next one. I plan on free writing to get back into my writer brain. Sounds good. Also trying to figure out what I want to write without the pressure. No, that's real. That's valid. I've definitely been taking a break and I need to get back into it. So that's what the third sprint is going to be for me. But I'm really grateful for the Lady Widow because it has definitely been the palette cleanser that I needed. Because after finishing the second book of The Wrath of the Gods, right? After finishing We Are Dying Gods, I went straight into Project Necromancer. And Project Necromancer I struggled with that one a lot. A lot. And so I'm really grateful for the Lady Widow because it was really a palette cleanser of just being like, okay, I'm not crazy. I still know what I'm doing. Project Necromancer was just a difficult story to write because it's unlike anything that I've written thus far. And finishing something, like literally just getting to the end, it's just like, okay, cool. I still know what I'm doing. I'm not crazy. This wasn't a fluke. I'm good. So once I finish the second book of the Lady Widow, I'm going to be going like full force into the final book of the Wrath of the Gods trilogy, which I'm really excited about. I have to go back and read the first two books. So while I'm finishing up the Lady Widow, that is definitely on my like to-do list to start reading the first two books and create a story Bible, because when I was young and not as wise as I currently am, I did not create a story Bible for the Wrath of the Gods series. So I need to go back and do that, mostly because I want to make sure that I wrap up all of my loose ends. I don't want anyone to get into the third book and be like, I went on this journey, but what happened to such and such? Because I forgot to wrap it up because I didn't have a story Bible. So I'm going to be creating one retroactively for the first two books so that the third book can do what it needs to do. So yeah. But that being said, this is also your reminder, you guys, to stand up, breathe, stretch, drink some water, do whatever it is that you need to do to take care of yourself. Shout out to Ben because he brought me some tea. So I have my Black Like My Books mug. Casual reminder that if you would like this mug so that you can also sip your tea out of a Black Like My Books mug, you can do that. I will go ahead and add it to the shop down below, but it's available on, yeah, no, I can't do two things at one time. It's available on the Melanin Library shop, so get into it. If you purchase anything from the Melanin Library site, try saying that 5 times fast. If you guys purchase anything from there, the money goes to supporting the Melanin Library, and it also goes to supporting the channel and all the things that are done here. So support Black authors. But yeah, there's also other merch on it as well, like the hoodie that I'm wearing. You can get one of those. We also have the Melanin Library hoodie, which is full of Black authors. We have a cup, a mug for it as well. Like, there's a bunch of cool stuff over there. You can also get the books. You have like a week to pre-order Magic in the Melanin. So if you have not done that already, you should get on that. I encourage you to get on that. Let's see here. I can put that down below as well. There we go. So the lovely thing about all of this is that you can just click the little shop down below and you can get it. You might have to refresh the page, and also shout out to Ben for coming through with a link. So it's there. Get into it. I'm really excited, you guys, because this pre-order campaign has gone so much better than I ever expected it would. So I'm really excited. And just a reminder, we are going to be at Resist, not this weekend, but next weekend. So if you are able to make it to Petersburg, Virginia, I'm going to be there. Law is going to be there. We're going to be celebrating the release of the anthology, and it's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. And if you have the book, or if you are interested in any of my books, because my books are available at Resist, you can come, you can get them signed, you can talk to us, you can take pictures. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. So that aside, next sprint, I'm going to be getting, like I said, I'm going to be getting all this stuff together for my cover artist. She's great. She's wonderful. I'm doing a thing that I'm not ready to fully announce on the internet, but I am doing a thing, and I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. So I hope you guys are excited about it too, once I can tell you about it. If you join the channel or you're part of the Patreon, whichever one, suits your fancy, you will definitely find out. Is the way I cannot hold a secret. There's that. But yeah, that's how, I'm going to leave that at that. But that's my goal for the next sprint. And also probably bother La and Tatiana to go look at this email and tell me that I'm stressing myself out over it. Let's see here. TA said, I'm late, but I edited 2 chapters. Dope. Sounds good. How many chapters do you have in total to go through? Just out of curiosity. I'm sorry, y'all. My throat has been bothering me like all day, and I'm hoping and praying that I'm not getting sick, because that would not be ideal. But Ben brought me some tea. So I'm sipping on that, hoping to keep my throat hydrated, and hopefully it's just a tickle. And not a harbinger of worse things to come. But yeah. Honestly, you guys, I don't have much to ramble about today. I'm really just honestly crazy focused. So if you guys are good with it, it is now 10 minutes after the hour. So I think we're just going to go ahead and get into this next sprint. So if you just came in, welcome. If you've been here, you know how this works. 45 minutes on the clock. She'll hop in the background, and when you hear me talking to you again, it'll be time to come back and let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. So I hope you guys are productive, and I will talk to you in 45 minutes. So happy sprinting, everyone. All right, you guys, that is it for that sprint. So let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. Um, as for me, there we go. As for me, I got a couple things. I got the email that I was working on pretty much completely finished. I started organizing things for my cover artist. I still have like a couple more things to go. Um, Mostly because a lot of the information is just yeah, it has to be collected. It has to be organized. So, um getting that together, putting together the documents and stuff has been kind of eye opening, if that makes sense. Like I've definitely learned a lot. And working on the Lady Widow has definitely, confirmed that you need a story Bible, especially if you're a newer writer. Like, please hear me when I say, please write down everything because you are going to forget. You are going to forget. And you're going to be like, wait, what? And there's this, I don't know what it is, but with that first project, you just solely believe in your heart that you're going to remember everything always and forever. Like this book is going to live with you. And then you get to your next project and then it doesn't. And then you have to come back to it and you're like, whoa, right? I've learned that. I've learned my lesson. And so now I'm trying to get all of my information, all my ducks in a row for the current thing that I'm working on. So I'm just like, yeah. Um, but that being what it is, I'm feeling pretty good. I feel low key kind of guilty because I'm like, I'm not getting much writing done, but I am definitely getting things done that needed to be done that I would have put off otherwise. So, um, I'm not too mad about it. I'm not too mad about it. And once this is off my list, I think that'll be pretty much it for a couple of days, honestly, unless anything comes up. But I'll have plenty of space to like just mental space to just write, and I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's what's motivating me to get all of this done and like sent off and handled. Let's see here. Ta said another chapter edited. um Another chapter edited all, made good progress during these sprints. Dope, love that. I have story and series bibles for all my work. Yes, they are so important. So important. Something that I've started doing for the Lady Widow, which I wish I had done for the Wrath of the Gods, and what I'm going to be doing for Project Necromancer is I have this series plot guide in Notion. So essentially every plot point goes into it, and it's just like, okay, what is the major plot point, what book is it introduced in, and then what book is it, wrapped up in, where is it concluded at, and then also giving myself the answer to it, like leaving space in it to be like, this is the answer to that plot thread, so I don't have to try to remember what was the solution, right? And so with the Lady Widow, it's been really helpful because working on book two is like, okay, these are the things that I left open from book one. Not a lot. So, in case you are curious, um, the Lady Widow does not technically end on a cliffhanger, but there is a preview of book two in the physical copies. So, if you get the hardback or the paperback, there is a preview of book two, and of course, that's going to end on a cliffhanger because it's a preview of a completely different book, a completely different arc. But the actual book itself it does not end on a cliffhanger, which if you have read We Are the Origin or We Are Dying Gods, hopefully that makes you feel better. But yeah, so that being what it is though, I'm kind of like, oh, this is really helpful. So I'm trying to um get everything organized the way that it needs to, so that it's just like, okay, I'm good. I'm good, you know? Um, let's see here. Winter said, I free wrote 144 words. Awesome. Read my fair work in progress and realized I need a break from that world. Fair. That's valid. I want to write my adult story work in progress. The YA world isn't for me now. The frustration I had made made me realize the solution is to focus on my adult fantasy and science fiction works. Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. Something that I personally have had to learn, and I'm still in the midst of learning sometimes, is that even when you have like great ideas and you're like, I would love to see this, I would love to read this, sometimes it's like recognizing that I am not the person to write this, or like realizing that you have to take a step back from it because trying to write it is more frustrating. And I know that for me, sometimes that ends up looking like trying to force a story to be something that it is not. And it's just kind of like sometimes you just have to let the story be what it is. And sometimes you have to let your focus be what it is. Because I also have a ton of projects from before I started writing professionally that I'm like, oh, I could come back to this, or oh, I could redo that in a much more like mature and better way. And then I'm like, I could, but I'm also like, I still have new ideas. I'm still moving forward. And so I think around Project Necromancer, when I was working on Project Necromancer and it was getting frustrating, and I was like, well, maybe I should just go back to a previous idea and like finish that, revamp that, da 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 da. And it just kind of hit me that I was just like, no, those projects definitely for me need to live in the past because they helped me get to where I'm at, but going back to them is it's not the solution. So I think some stories are better left unfinished only because um sometimes going back to it requires more than what it can give back to you, if that makes sense. So like some stories, especially if they're older ones, you know, you come back to it, you're like, oh, I could do this better now. But it's just like, if it's already taught you the lessons and the things that you need to learn from it, it's kind of hard to go back to it and pour so much time, effort, and energy into it to realize that you're not going to get as much out of it as you did the first time. Or if you were to write a brand new story, taking what you learned from writing it and putting it into something new, if that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense at all, but it was a pretty big revelation for me when I was working on Project Necromancer. Like, yeah, got to move forward. The answer is not behind me. But yeah, I'm learning to listen to the characters and not be stuck on the idea. I was forcing it for sure. No, that's hard. Because especially when you come to a story with an idea, you know, and you're like, this is what it needs to be. But then when you start putting characters into it and they have their own personalities, they have their own desires, they have their own ways of doing things, it's like, this just doesn't make sense. And honestly, I think personally that's why I struggle with a lot of books, because sometimes if I'm introduced to a character and I'm like, okay, this is who this character is, this is what they do, this is how they navigate, and I'm like, okay, this is what you've told me, but then the character starts doing things simply because this was the plot of the story and it has to happen. I'm like, okay, now this doesn't make sense anymore, because you just told me who this character was. So it's kind of like, why would all of a sudden their entire personality be different? That's kind of like if it's kind of like with We Are the Origin, right? If it's like, if I had Brandy suddenly being like nice and friendly and being like, yeah, let's go hang out, you know, with Sarah, it would be like, wait, how do we get here? This is not who she is. And it's just like, okay, this is just convenient for plot. And it's just like, I don't know. I feel like that just takes you out of the story, you know? At least that's me. That's what I think. That's my 2 cents. But who knows? I don't make the rules. People can do what they want. People can do what they want. But I'm glad that what I said makes sense. I'm really glad that what I said made sense. Let's see. I was stuck on all the words that I've written, but sometimes it's time to let go. Yeah. I think you guys know this about me, but I'm 100% the queen of like, let's just start over. Let's go back to the beginning. And sometimes that really is the answer. I know that for We Are the Origin, I started that book over like 8 or 10 times, like completely scrapping upwards of 30,000 words each time. So yeah, sometimes the correct answer is a different direction altogether. And that's really hard as a beginning writer, because you see the word count and you see how much progress you've made. But I don't know, now that I'm a little bit more experienced, I'm just like, it is what it is. It's part of the process. It's part of the process. I know that there are like large chunks of stories that I'm going to get rid of, but yeah. That being said, you guys, we got about 45 seconds before we hop into our third sprint of today. So your reminder to get up, stretch, drink some water, do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. In this third sprint, I'm going to be doing the same. So I'm going to go off camera for a little bit, but I will be back. And yeah, if you guys are just joining us, welcome. If you've been here, y'all know what it is. There's going to be 45 minutes on the clock, chill hop in the background. And when I come back, it'll be time to let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. As of right now, I'm not sure if we're going to go past 3 sprints or not. We could, we might, but y'all know I don't make any promises beyond 3 sprints. So treat this one like it's the last and do your best. But that being said, that's our 10-minute break. So let's go ahead and get into this next and possibly final sprint. Getting coffee and getting back to edits. Oh, coffee does sound good. I haven't had any today, but I think I'm gonna stick with my cough drop tea. But yeah. All right, you guys. Happy sprinting. right, you guys, that is it for that sprint. So come on back, let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. Um, as for me, I got some stuff done, but unfortunately, getting the stuff together for my cover artist is taking longer than I expected it to. And I don't feel great, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, but I did get the email that I needed to do. I did get my email sent off. I'm like 90% done with what I need to do. Just again, gathering materials from a bunch of different places and organizing it because don't know why that wasn't done in the first place, but here we are. But yeah. Let's see here. Lasanda said, I updated my social media accounts and got 222 words. Dope. Now it's time to go to the grocery store. Thanks for hosting. The grocery store. I hope that you have a safe trip. I hope they have everything there. I hope that it's not stressful for you in the slightest. And yeah, congrats on 222 words. I definitely need to get some writing in. So I will probably be tapping the author council later this evening to actually get some words onto the page. But I'm also really glad to get this stuff done. Let's see here. That's awesome. Thank you. Ebony Mystique said, I did more rereading than writing. That's valid. Sometimes you have to catch yourself up on what you've already got to make sure that it's working. So yeah, no words written, but I had a good work meeting. Awesome. I love when a work meeting goes the way that it's supposed to. And TA said, I edited half a chapter and got my coffee. Dope. Amazing. Ben brought me some more tea. So I'll probably be sipping on that pretty soon once it cools off. And I think that might be the last sprint. I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel. Do you guys want to do another sprint, or are you good with that being the last one? Let me know. I know some of you guys have to head out, and we normally only do 3 sprints, so I'm good with going either way. Well, let me ask Ben. Ben, what do you think?
You should get some rest.
Okay, well, I take the question back. Ben said that I need to go lay down. So that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys for being here. If you have not been paying attention to, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Yeah, I definitely need to lay down. Yes, definitely need to go lay down. I know that it's February, so normally I'm telling you guys about March Madness. To be completely honest, I completely forgot about March Madness. With releasing the Lady Widow on January, and then releasing Magic of the Melanin in February, and then also me and Ben's 10-year anniversary is coming up also in February, so I have not been thinking about organizing March Madness at all. But if I do it, hopefully you guys will join us. I will do I'll see what I can do from my phone lying down with the space heater and the humidifier and see how that works out. But yeah. Let's see here. 205 words and going through my files to see what I wanted to work on. Sounds awesome. So definitely making progress. I have to bounce, but thank you for hosting. No worries. Thanks you for hosting. Thanks you guys. I'm dead. My brain is not working anymore. So that being said, thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't already, please go ahead and tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss when we go live. Next week is the Melanin chat, and it is also the release of Magic of the Melanin, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be great, so please make sure you stop by. If you haven't and you are interested, please get into my books. We Are the Origin, We Are Dying Gods, and Death Among the Stars. All of them are out now. Death Among the Stars is the latest release. It came out January 28th, and it's about a grieving widow who goes to space to become an intergalactic bounty hunter in order to avenge the murder of her husband. So if you're into novellas, if you're into quick reads, it's got grief, it's got murder, get into it. I think that's everything. Please consider signing up for the Patreon. $5 gets you into the after chat, and also some really cool things that we are doing behind the scenes that are going to be launching later this year. So if you're about supporting Black authors, get into it. You can also join the channel. So there's a little join button down there beside the subscribe. Do that as well. It gets you the exact same privileges as the Patreon. All right, I'm done. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you're productive and successful for the rest of your day. And I will see you guys next week when I go live. So until next time, I hope your days are lovely and your books are interesting. Bye.